pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Good evening, all. On behalf of the Robertson County Board of Education, it is my pleasure to welcome you this evening to this first annual graduation exercise for the Robertson County Phoenix Academy and for the Robertson County Adult High School. I'm Bob Pruitt, and I'm the supervisor for high schools in the school district. Young people, the thing about your school that makes it different from everywhere else in Robertson County is you all came to Phoenix. You all came to the adult high school in different ways. Your stories are incredibly unique, but as we come together here sort of at the end of the story, you've all ended in the same spot. And when you leave this building tonight, you'll leave it with a diploma in your hand. And we just cannot express how proud we are of the work you've done and how you've persevered, especially in a year that was a little on the broken side. So truly, cheers. And you'll hear it several times this evening. Before we begin, I would like to recognize some special guests that we have in attendance tonight. First, of course, our Director of Schools, Dr. Chris Causey. Our Robertson County Mayor, Mr. William Vogel. Though you cannot see him, our Supervisor for Technology, Mr. James Marshall, is here. In the last 5 months, I think Mr. Marshall and his crew have live streamed 11 graduation ceremonies. So God bless the boys in tech for keeping us connected. Also, many thanks to the Sheriff's Department, who has appeared at all of our graduation ceremonies. Gentlemen, we very much appreciate you. Robertson County School Board member, Mr. Stephen Ayers. Our tireless public information officer, Jim Bellis. Dr. Mary Jo Holmes, the principal of Robertson County Virtual School, the Focus Program, and the Robertson Online Learning Experience. Mr. Tino Garitano, principal at the Phoenix Academy. The Alpha Counselor, Carolyn Perry. And if there are any Robertson County Phoenix Academy staff in attendance tonight, would you just stand for a moment, please? I'm being told by my tech support that I need to bring this a little closer. Is that better, Mr. Marshall? Okay. Well, if you have never been to a graduation, you will learn this evening that it is about people that you don't know well talking at a podium. And our first guest to do that tonight is my boss, their boss, all of our boss, Dr. Chris Causey.
Thank you, Dr. Pruitt. I've had the pleasure over the past 5 days to talk to hundreds of graduates. And we talked about kindness. But you know what? That's not the talk we're going to have tonight. Because I know a few of you, and I actually know how kind you already are. And I'm very proud of the fact that you were here tonight. First thing I want to do is recognize your parents and grandparents, those that are here. I want to give them a round of applause as well. Because one of the things I'm sure you've realized is it truly does take a village to help you out. So I want you to know this, it will always take a village to help you out. No matter how old you get, no matter how independent you think you are, you will need help from others. So reach out for those folks and make sure that you take time to listen to them because their life experiences will help you. Sometimes from making the same mistakes we did. And that's why we tell you things, because we don't want you to make some of the same mistakes we did. But I'm always reminded of a picture that was actually on my counselor's wall. when I was growing up. And no, it's not the kitten hanging in from the tree and it's just hanging there. You all remember that really old one? We had that one, but that's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about a picture that I loved that had a stork eating a frog. And as the frog is inside the stork's mouth, it's got its hands gripped around the stork's throat. And it says, "Never give up." And it looks just like that. It is one of my favorite pictures of all times because here you've got a frog that I'm sure was doing everything right, that for some way, somehow, found its way in the mouth of that bird. And it was on its way to be gone. But it knew it still had a chance. And I'm going to tell you right now, at some point, your life gave you something that made you think, I may not be able to get that high school diploma. Because, folks, this high school diploma means the same as the 700 others that we've been given the last 5 nights. It is a high school diploma that means you can do some amazing things, no matter what your journey takes. So I leave you, and I've used this quote a few times. Winston Churchill, Sir Winston Churchill, is famous for a speech that people think he gave, in which he just said, "Never give up, never, ever, ever, ever give up." Well, that's not exactly what he said. And I want to read to you what he said because I think it's very important. He didn't say never give up. He did say never give in. Never give in. Never, 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 in nothing great or small, large or petty, and we have lived in a world over the last 15 months that seems to be a little petty sometimes. But he says, never give in except in convictions of honor and good sense. So no, we do not want you to ever, ever, ever give up. We don't want you to ever give in case when it comes to convictions that you know that are right, that the right people have taught you. Because without that, you wouldn't even be here tonight. So with that, I am very, very proud of each and every one of you. So I'm going to leave this. I'm going to hand this. This will be the second most important piece of paper you will get this evening. The first most important is coming in just a few minutes. But before I step down, I'm going to hand each of you one of these. And it simply just says, never give up. It's got our logo because the folks that work with us know that I love our logo. And it says Robertson County Schools graduation, May 25th, 2021. Stick a tack in it, stick it on your wall. Let it kind of eat into every single day that says no matter what life throws at me, I am not going to give up on those goals and those dreams that I have. Because dang it, I've made it this far. I can make it even further. So congratulations, you all.
Thank you, Dr. Causey. I was trying to decide exactly what to say to you guys tonight, something that was not too long and not too short, something that would make sense to everybody and apply to everybody. And I found that a real challenge because of the uniqueness of your class. There's a person sitting in the room walked away from high school having done everything that needed to be done except one test. And it took years and hard work and coming back and strangling that bird to finish off that story. I know some of you in here who were done with school. I'm tired of it. I don't care about cheerleaders. I don't care about footballs. Don't care about the drama. I just want to get done. And you asked to come to Phoenix, to where you would have that pathway through. Your stories are different. And I was looking for a thread to tie them together. And as so often happens, it happens sort of by accident. I have had the privilege for the last 3 days of doing almost nothing besides graduations and interviewing people. Springtime is always interview time. And we, over the course of those last 3 days, probably had 13 different people come in, sit in the same chair, look at the same people. We ask them the same questions. They're all after the same job. But as we talked to those people, they all had very different stories. There was a lady who was a chemist, worked in a lab, didn't like working in a lab. So she went back to school, got some education certifications. She's been teaching high schools. She loves it. And now she wants to be an instructional coach. Had a lady in the interview, didn't touch college till she was 26 years old. Graduated from high school, did the business thing, did the family thing. When she started down her educational road, though, caught on fire and has done it ever since. Had a lady who is an academic, and I'm going to teach this to you for the rest of your life. If you don't know what an academic is, that is a person who never stops going to school. Eventually, someone gives them a doctorate, and they start teaching school to other people who are going to get doctorates. She had done that for her whole adult life. Got a phone call one day, hey, you want to come and teach history maybe? And she tried it, and she loved it. Everybody's different. But all these folks found their way to the same chair, the same interview team, the same chance, despite the fact that their paths were very, very different. And I couldn't help but think about y'all when I thought about that. So in true Baptist preacher fashion, there are 3 things I'm going to say, and I'm going to sit down. The first one is never let go of the path that took you to where you are right now. Everybody's life is full of good stuff and bad stuff. That unites us. That's common experience. So don't forget how you got to where you are. That's part of your story. And it'll probably allow you to help somebody out someday who needs it. Number 2, don't sell short what you did today. You're going to leave here with a high school diploma. Brothers and sisters, there are people out there that don't have that. And now you do. And for the rest of your life, you will earn more money just because you have that. And that's a big deal. Don't look past that. 3, when you take your first step out of this building to go on to whatever is next, always make the choice that makes your life better. You've done that today. You've done that with the work that you did during the broken school year of 2021, and you graduated anyway. When you get out there and you get to work, whether that's going off to university, if you need some help with that, I know somebody who can help you on your way. If you want to go get a technical credential, maybe go to TCAT. The guy across the hallway from me can hook you up, show you who to talk to, show you where to go. Always make the choice that makes life better. So do those things. Know how proud we are of you. And we're just so happy to be here with you and celebrate you tonight. Congratulations, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to honor tonight's graduates. As you look around the room and you see the faces of administrators and school counselors and teachers who helped you along the way, always remember the journey. Always remember this success, and always choose to do the thing that will make your life better and make your life beautiful. Dr. Causey, Mr. Garitano, Ms. Perry, and honored guests. After reviewing the records of each candidate, I have verified that every student receiving a Tennessee high school diploma has met the requirements as set forth by the Tennessee State Board of Education, the Robertson County Board of Education, the Robertson County Phoenix Academy, and the Robertson County Adult High School for the type of diploma that he or she is receiving. At this time, I would ask Dr. Causey, Mr. Tino Garitano, and Ms. Carolyn Perry to come forward to distribute the diplomas. Justin Allen Doney. Boyd Allen Dowland. Zachary Shane Glass. Kivaris Amari Deshaun Lark. Alexis Nicole Martinez. Isabella Raquel Sanchez. Those students, all graduates of the Phoenix Academy. We move on to our graduates from the adult high school. Jonathan Ray Head. Jesse Dakota Young.
By the power given to me by the Tennessee Department of Education and the Robertson County Board of Education, it is my privilege to declare each of you graduates of the Robertson County School System. Graduates, you may now move your tassels. And by golly, if you want to hang them from your rearview mirror, go ahead and do that too. Ladies and gentlemen, this does conclude our ceremony. Thank you very, very much for coming to this momentous occasion. Have a good evening.